Good morning, passengers. This is Captain Bot 6000. I can't fly without some good tunes. So here is 12 hours of uninterrupted ska punk courtesy of Sublime. Have a nice flight.
Welcome to Piloting the Pilots, the podcast. My name is Erin. With me, as always, is my lush lover, Cameron. How are you doing today?
Totally stellar.
I'm lush.
And lush.
I'm so lush.
And
So, what's your sitch?
What's my sitch?
Yeah.
Well, James Spader needs to call me. That line didn't make it.
No. And that's my favorite line.
That's not the only thing that didn't make it. How are you today?
Lush. I said I'm lush.
You're lush. Oh, right.
I'm lush.
Alcoholic. Right, of course.
So lush.
That's so choice.
I don't think they said
I don't
that.
think I said that.
No, that was more like mid-aughts.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was more of like a Clueless. That's from Clueless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. How? Well, you're lush. Your week was good. I think
Sure.
This is the week of reboots and tragedies, I think.
Okay.
First of all, just before we walked into the door here to the studio, walked into the door, it was painful. As I saw a headline that said, Elon Musk becomes the first trillionaire. And then it said, not everyone is celebrating.
Really, you think?
And I'm like, what kind of weird turd burger is celebrating
somebody hoarding most of the world's wealth?
Like Smaug. Like,
It's a disease, a poison of the mind.
There's definitely like ethical reasons to not be, but I mean, like, it doesn't really affect me, I suppose.
It does. So fucking does. It affects everyone.
I guess what I'm saying is, like, why would anyone
celebrate
it?
Nobody's celebrating
why?
Except for him and his
yeah,
friends.
Way to go, Elon.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's
not his friends, his cronies.
His cronies. He doesn't have friends.
They don't have friends.
No. The other tragedy that happened this week is Sublime released a new album.
Oh, dear God.
And here's the thing. I listened to it from T to B.
Was John Peel like, this is the best?
John Peel is out there.
Put on some Sublime and then go jogging.
My favorite band is Sublime. Man, I have questions for him about that being his favorite band. It was the creepiest necromantic shit I've ever heard in my life. Because, obviously, Bradley Nowell, the original singer, died long ago. Yeah. I don't think there's a band since Kiss that's been riding the coattails, of merchandising. Like it's like in a sick... Kiss, in a way, I'm like, I understand. That was their whole shtick, was like...
They were always sellouts.
They were
big about, like, we're all just merch.
We're merch, and we're going to sell a lot of money. And, like, I almost respect that. Because I'm like, that was what they set out to do. They did it.
You did it.
And... there's a point where you're not even selling out at that point. That was your intention from the beginning.
You're not the Who with their little picture of, like, baked beans and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
As sellouts or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
They were the opposite of that.
Sublime, on the other hand, I mean, when he died, they were immediately, like, selling albums let's get a new singer in here. Well, this is their first album. They've done some albums since then, obviously, but this is their first album since hiring his son to be the new lead singer.
Okay.
His son was like an infant when he died. He sounds exactly like his father.
Oh, wow.
Pitch perfect, exactly. So this album sounds like it could have been the next album they did. Oh, really? Which I think if you're a Sublime fan,
right,
great. It's also 2026 now. It's 30 years later.
Okay.
Some of the themes of the songs are no longer... They were never appropriate. We could talk about it when we talk about the show today. But what really creeps me out about it, right, I couldn't help thinking about the song Caress Me Down and making his mushroom tip drip, drip, drip.
Ew.
And I'm like, okay, they're doing new songs, but the fans are going to expect the old songs too.
Okay.
So he's singing a song his dead father wrote, probably about his mother, like giving him a hand job.
Oh, gross.
You know what I mean? Like,
gross.
like, and I'm sure that's not the only sex song that was, I mean, it's Sublime. They wrote lots of sex songs.
Yeah.
And most likely a lot of them are about his mother.
Or cheating on his mom.
Yeah. I don't know. And then it feels weird to me. Like you talk about, I know like this is a kind of a intense term, but like grooming, but like,
Yeah.
so like his dad's buddies basically were like training this kid because they couldn't make it on their own.
Right.
To like replace his dead father so they could have success again, it feels like, in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because the music is exactly the same.
Okay.
And in how Sublime is very, wouldn't be considered PC today, it's the same lyrically and everything. Like, it's like he could have stole his father's lyrics. The only song I said was okay was there's a song, it's the name of the album is like Until the Sun Explodes. And it's about him singing about his father. And I'm like, well, this feels genuine because it's like, I'm singing about my dad who died. So I get that. But like everything else was weird as shit. Like you can give me the darkest Teutonic doom metal band and it would be less creepy than this kid singing cover songs of his dad wrote for his mother. It's just gross.
Gross. It's kind of like the time when Harry Connick Jr. and his dad sang that really gross song.
Oh, they sing a
really gross song together. And like, I used to really like Harry Connick Jr.
Right.
As you know.
As I well know.
Loved him.
We're talking a lot about things we used to like today.
Yeah. That's a theme.
That's a theme.
That's the theme.
Hey.
And I forget what the song was, but it was supposed to be a man and a woman singing it.
Yeah.
And it was him and his dad, and it was a love song. Like,
weird,
an
right?
in-love song.
Yeah.
And so it made it look incestually disgusting.
Right.
And I hated Harry Connick Jr. after that.
That's weird.
Because it was so gross. So I'm imagining the same problem that you're having with the lead singer of Sublime.
Yeah, like
of singing sex songs about his mom.
Yeah, like those songs were written for your mom. Like
this is pretty gross.
It's the same problem, honestly, that it would be if you had Julian Lennon or Danny Harrison join the Beatles now, like their kids. It's like, yeah, but like at some point you're gonna want Julian Lennon singing songs that John Lennon wrote for Yoko or for his first wife or what. It's just weird.
It's icky. And especially since a lot of these are very sexual. They have a lot of like implied,
at least
not just come.
Yeah.
You know, but implied sex.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're singing about your parents f***ing.
Yeah, or like, this is a song my father wrote about an affair he had. You know, it's like, what?
Hot? And it's like, no.
Caress me down.
Oh, gross. Just gross. I mean, I don't like Sublime, so I'm not...
Like, well...
I'm not going there, but...
To be fair, like I said, if you like Sublime, I think you will like this album. Like, if you still like... Let me clarify. If you still, in year 2026...
We've all liked weird things at some point in time.
Yeah.
And the key takeaway here is used to.
Used to. We grow out of certain things.
Those are important words.
Yeah.
Word of the day! So, yeah.
Hopefully we grow out of certain things as we grow older. So speaking of, we were looking for a show today, and we found the unaired pilot. As you already know, we did Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, we did Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But we did the unaired pilot, the one that nobody saw.
Yeah. This is the one that hidden behind... in a chest behind a door.
With a raccoon on it.
Yeah, with a raccoon on it. This was one of the more eye-opening shows we've ever done.
This definitely took something that had some bones.
Yes.
You can see the Buffy bones.
Yes.
You can see that it could be something amazing.
Yeah.
It just needed to be reworked. You see it get reworked and it becomes popular.
When I was watching it.
It was kind of amazing, honestly.
It was neat. I actually wrote in my note, it's amazing what a writer's room can do.
Yes, 100%.
Because here's the thing with Buffy, guys, and obviously there's a lot of controversy with Joss Whedon and
we won't be talking about that twat.
I don't want to talk about him really at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, aside from the fact that he was the creator of this, and I'm not taking away anything from him as a writer, but the thing with Buffy was the best shows, I feel like, weren't the ones written by him.
Yeah.
Weren't the ones directed by him.
Right.
There were many people involved with Buffy, which is why it becomes kind of a complicated show to talk about.
Yes.
Because it was a phenomenon. There's a lot of people that still have fond memories of it. And it's a little different even than, say, something like Harry Potter, where you have a singular author.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be like, well, J.K. Rowling, whatever. But then it's like, well, Buffy, it's like, yeah, but how many of the shows did he actually write versus Kim Manners or all these other people who were involved in it? And I know that the actors of Buffy have a complicated relationship with it.
Yeah.
Because it does mean a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm guessing this was written by Joss Whedon solo.
Yes.
And then this was said, like you said, there's something here.
Right. I see the bones.
We need to do something, though.
It's sort of, I'm not like saying I'm on a high level or anything, but I am. But when I'm making bodice ripper covers,
right,
I choose the ugliest images I can possibly find that nobody uses.
Right.
Because I can see the bones and I know what I need to do in order to make it look awesome.
Right.
And I think whoever saw this unaired pilot, was it CBS?
I probably could look it up, but
it was somebody there. They saw the bones and were like, all we have to do is make some changes.
Yeah.
And this is going to be big. So I really appreciate people's visions when they see the bones of something that can be amazing.
Right.
It takes a lot of creativity to bring it to that point.
Right.
And that's what I'm a big fan of.
I think what you could say when you look at Buffy the Vampire Slayer is Whedon at that time, I don't know how old he was, but he couldn't have been old. I think he was like in his 20s probably.
Okay.
I don't know how much he had done, but I know he had done Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie.
Right, right.
Which wasn't really a success.
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a cult following now, but it was its thing. He didn't direct it.
Right.
He wrote it. Kind of flopped. But then, like you said, I think someone was like, there's bones here. We could do something with this. And so then they went to this, and then they were like, closer still. But I really feel that at that point, they were like, let's get some other writers in here to bounce some ideas off of. Some of your ideas aren't.
We need to flesh this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you get someone to like punch up a script to like make it funnier, or you need an editor.
You need Airbud carrying a team of 7 kids.
You need Airbud carrying 7 kids.
You need Airbud up in here.
Like, exactly though. It's like you need someone to make it work. And I don't think at that point he had the talent on his own to do that.
He was still too young.
I think he was still too young to inexperienced. And then you need to get people like a Kim Manners in there. Because Kim Manners also did Supernatural. Also did, and then there's other people too. That's just the name that sticks out in my mind. But I think X-Files, like someone with experience that could do more stuff. And I think that makes a huge difference. Like there's so much in this that I'm like, I was watching it and we'll talk about well, one of the things I said almost immediately is we started watching it, and I was like, maybe we should watch the actual pilot for Buffy too, because it's been so long since I've seen Buffy. I'm not sure if I'm going to spot the differences.
But here's the thing. We spotted them immediately.
I think we caught them all.
I think we caught them all.
And
Yeah.
I was watching it, and there were certain moments of it that I was like, oh, right, this was pretty good, actually. This was kind of fun. Like,
Right.
I remember this show now. Like, being kind of divorced from it for as long as I was like, oh, there was, like, something kind of fun about this show.
Right. It was definitely different from its time.
Yeah. The major thing, aside from some casting, which we'll get into, is
Buffy has brown hair? Ew.
Yeah. It's the whole point of Buffy.
As if.
Is she's supposed to be the woman who was usually terrorized
The
in them.
damsel,
She
the
was
blonde head cheerleader who's always running from the blob,
or whatever,
or the werewolf
serial killer
or
whatever. Like,
she's supposed to look like the victim.
And it's supposed to be the big tough dude who's supposed to be, and that's even played out in the first scene.
Yeah, which they kept also in the aired
pilot where Julie Benz goes into the school with this kind of creepy dude.
Yeah.
But the twist is she's the vampire.
Yeah, she's the predator.
Yeah, she's the predator. And it's flipped on its head for Buffy too.
Yeah.
One of the big, how do I say it? I think that's interesting in the sense that it was definitely trying to make a parallel between the two of like, she's Julie Benz seems like the big bad because the Master, who is the big bad for season 1, isn't in this.
No.
Brian Thompson as Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
You know how big of a fan we are of Brian Thompson.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
He's not in this.
Right.
Angel, not in this.
this.
Eric Balfour, not in this. And I know I'm probably throwing out a lot of names that people might not recognize if they haven't seen Buffy in a while. I've seen it. We watched it enough a long time ago that I do remember these certain things about it. The big difference between this and the aired pilot is this is only 25 minutes versus...
like a 40, I want to say?
The regular episodes were 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I want to say the pilot was like a 2-parter, like hour and a half.
I think? I don't remember.
So it does start off with Julie Benz as the predator, but like what we miss in this 25-minute episode is Eric Balfour, first of all, is not there.
Right.
Eric Balfour was a character, I mean, he's an actor now, so I'm using his name, but like he was Xander's best friend.
Yeah.
Xander actually had a friend. That wasn't just Willow.
Yeah, now I remember liking Eric Balfour in that Stephen King TV show that I liked. Oh, what was it called?
Oh my gosh.
They had a whole bunch of weird paranormal things that happened to them. It was like precursor Widow's Bay, but lamer.
Oh, we have to talk about Widow's Bay. We haven't even talked about that.
I love Widow's Bay.
Okay.
It was like that, except much lamer.
Right.
More hokey, more cheesy. Yeah. But he was in that, and I really liked him in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's missing from this. Clearly, Xander doesn't have any friends.
He has zero friends.
He has zero friends.
He's sort of friends with Willow, but then...
No, not.
But not really?
I don't.
I wouldn't really.
I didn't understand anybody's relationships other than Cordelia and Harmony.
Now I will say this about Cordelia:
she doesn't change.
She kills it. What's her Carpenter? Sarah, what's her name? Carpenter.
Charisma Carpenter.
Charisma Carpenter. She is as good as ever. As Cordelia. She got my first laugh out of the show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's great.
Some of the jokes stay the same, like, "Oh, I see you've seen the softer side of Sears."
I've seen and then some were taken away, but I think were good jokes where she says to Xander, "Has a woman ever willingly spoken to you?" or something like that. And like, I don't think that's in the. I don't feel like that one's in the original.
Right.
But then there's some jokes.
There's some jokes that in 1996 they found too problematic to move to the new pilot.
I mean, like the funny thing.
If it's problematic in 1996, it's like, wow.
Now, I know we're going to avoid any of the creepiness factor of Joss Whedon.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're not gonna talk about that moving forward.
But what I want to say, but I do want to say something. I do want to bring something up.
Okay.
It's interesting because the big... I'm sorry, I am going to talk about it for just a second.
Okay, get it off your chest.
Well, I want to say it in specific lines. Because the thing with like Joss Whedon is, if people don't remember, is that he was really held up as a feminist icon. Like, hey, look, here's a white man who's promoting women. And let's be honest.
Equality.
And let's be honest. Buffy is not what we criticize as like a toxic, strong female character.
True.
She's not, I'm bigger and tougher and better.
Right,
Like, she is allowed to have flaws. She's allowed to be scared. She's allowed, she's allowed to have doubts.
Right.
Right? She's a more realized character. And so part of the problem why people have a real problem with him, and people like Neil Gaiman, to be quite honest with you too, is that these are people that were held up as like, you're some of the good ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it comes out like,
Trust betrayed.
You feel betrayed, right? Had you watched this episode with some of the lines that were later excised from it, you would be like, oh, there was stuff from the beginning.
From the beginning, yeah.
That, because...
he definitely leaned into a persona.
He definitely leaned into yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the other writers that came in that tempered that.
Yeah.
And then he took advantage of what the other writers did and then promoted himself as a feminist.
Yep.
When if you watch this episode where I think he had less involvement with other people editing his work, you're like, oh, there was always something wrong here.
Yeah, there's always something wrong. And a really good example of this is one of Xander's lines.
That's the one I was getting
That's
to.
the one you're going to pull up?
Yeah. You can say it or...
No, you can say it.
Basically, at the end of the episode, they're being attacked by vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Xander is being attacked by Julie Benz. Mm-hmm. And he says, I don't like to hit girls. That I'm afraid of. So Xander... So
you're implying you don't mind hitting women that you're not afraid of?
Yeah. So
you're just going to go around just beating women?
There is clear misogynistic bent there.
Yeah.
And I get... This is also a famous Whedon line. It's the very this is the only line that survived X-Men that Whedon wrote was do you know what happens to your toe?
No way, that one survived.
That was Whedon.
That's the one I make fun of all the time because it's one of the worst lines ever.
It was the only line that survived his pass of that script.
Oh my God.
It's the worst line ever, guys. I feel it in this line too, where he's trying to make a joke, but it's like, whoa, bud. The implication is Xander likes to hit women that are weaker than him.
Yeah, that can't stand up to him.
And since Xander is clearly the Joss Whedon stand-in in the show, there you go. It's like, oh, from the beginning, these little things were coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not saying that Joss Whedon's a physical abuser or anything. He was terrible. But I'm just saying, I don't think that's what he was doing, but there's that underlying misogyny of it.
Yeah.
He was like, this is a funny joke. And it's like, if you want your comic relief character to look like a wife beater, then I guess, sure. So,
because that easily falls into sexual assault territory as well.
Yeah, it's like sexual assault territory. Just viewing women as weak or whatever.
But you can just beat them up, take what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
no bueno.
I think that's all we have to say about that at this point. But I think that was an important line to showcase in this because it was very much the crack in the armor. Had it survived.
Yeah, had he not had a team. Then again, if he didn't have a team, if somebody else didn't see the bones, he wouldn't have been anything.
Right. And I think that's the big thing that a lot of people say about success in the world is all these people who like to say they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and it was from their own ingenuity. And it's if you start really looking at it, it's never just them.
Yeah, exactly.
If you look at Jeff Bezos and he's like, I built the Amazon empire. It's yeah, because you got a few $100,000 loan from your parents' rich friends, you know, or even I don't know if it was Ford or it was one of those car manufacturer guys. And it was like, oh, he built himself from the ground up. It's like, yeah, but he met a man who was in kind of the business who could recognize, he wouldn't have made it had he not made this connection.
Yeah. It's not just a single person who does anything.
Yeah.
There's always a group.
Yes.
There's always. So when you see one person taking credit for something, it's not true.
I mean, spoiler alert for the end of our kind of look at this. Had this been the episode that had aired, I would not have greenlit it.
Oh, no, it wouldn't have moved forward.
It doesn't work with just Joss Whedon's vision.
No, it doesn't.
It really does need a team of people to get rid of some of the rough edges. I mean, there's some racist jokes in there.
Yep, yeah. Well, I mean, it's 1996.
It's 1996. There, like we said, there's some sexist jokes in there that...
really bad ones, and they all come from Xander.
Yeah. Xander really bugged me
Xander
this
was
round.
really disgusting, and yeah, he's definitely an incel.
Yeah, and I mean, I want to say, like, it's been so long since I've watched the show, but I feel like Xander was okay. Like, I didn't have a problem with him, and I wonder how much of that is the writing of this versus like the better writing later,
Right.
or has he always been like this and just like in 2026 eyes, kind of like Sublime? I'm looking back at it and I'm like, you were gross, dude. You were like nice guy TM.
Yeah.
Like you were just pretending to be nice to Buffy so you could like sleep with her.
Yep.
Your feelings for her were never genuine.
Yeah. Yeah, because he goes, yeah, new and improved.
Yeah.
Like, and looks her up and down. It's gross.
It
was fucking gross.
And like that was another one of those lines. I'm like, I don't think that made the broadcast.
No, I don't think it did either.
They made him more lechy.
Yeah.
Than losery. And I think, again, I don't remember enough of the series to remember. Like, I know he's always been problematic in certain ways. But you can be a problematic character, like we were saying about Buffy. Like, she has her own hang-ups that can make him a richer character.
Yeah.
This actually was like a turnoff of that character.
Yeah. It was really foul.
Because I feel like, at least by the end of the series, and guys, remember, it's been probably 10 years at least since I've seen any of these, maybe more.
It's been a lot more.
It's been a lot more, I think. I feel like he really grows into a loyal friend of Buffy.
Does he?
I feel like he loses his eye at one point. Nathan Fillion pops his eyeball out in the last season.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's been a while. I remember certain things about the show. So that's one thing I can definitely see was a difference between the aired and the unaired. There was definitely a rewrite that happened, and I definitely feel like there were experienced writers in the room that were like, Xander's too unlikable.
He's a lech.
He's a lech and gross.
Yep.
I know he's your standing character, but maybe we should tone that down.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened that I've never realized in my life, and like I understand I'm not trying to criticize anyone. There are actors that are appropriate for a role, and it makes a difference.
Casting makes a difference, yeah.
Casting definitely makes a difference. I'm not saying anyone's a bad actor or actress. I'm saying it makes a difference.
Yeah.
And there's two alternative castings in this.
Yeah.
One is the principal, and this will prove to you that it's not just the caliber of the actor.
Yeah.
The original principal Flutie was Stephen Tobolowsky.
Yeah.
Who is a very accomplished actor. He's been in a ton of things.
Yep.
He's very smart. He's very talented. And he just doesn't work as the principal.
Yeah, he just doesn't work.
Like, I don't remember the actor who ended up playing Principal Flutie.
Yeah, I do. He was awesome. I don't remember his name.
There was two principals.
He was really fabulous. He was the shorter man with the balding spot.
Well, that's the guy who played Quark in...
Yeah, the guy who played Quark.
He comes in later. The original Principal Flutie, I think, dies at some point in the series.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the new principal.
Yeah. But, like, Stephen Tobolowsky he just doesn't fit
no, he doesn't.
in this world. And then the other major casting issue is Willow.
It's Willow, yeah.
As we all know, we have Allison Hannigan, who played Willow for however many 7 seasons, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like night and day.
Yeah. Willow definitely brings more of a victim quality to it, whereas the current Willow didn't.
I was reading, I kind of...
Now, Willow's changes, obviously. Character growth. She no longer has that victim quality later on.
Yeah.
But in earlier seasons, she really does.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas the actress who was in this unaired pilot, she didn't have a victim quality. So I was never kind of worried for her. Yeah. She didn't seem bullied because I don't think she ever was. There was just something... missing there.
When I Googled before we came in, because we has been so long since we've actually watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was like, I don't know what's specific to this and what was kept and what was changed and whatever. So I wanted to make sure we were kind of touching on some of the things that changed. And they said this woman, I don't remember her name, but she has dark hair, much like Buffy. she plays her shyer.
Okay.
And like you said, more of like a kind of put upon. Whereas Allison Hannigan gave her a more quirky, optimistic.
Oh, no, you misunderstood me completely.
Oh, did I?
No, I said Allison Hannigan had the victim quality.
She had the victim quality.
Yeah, she absolutely did.
There was something about Allison Hannigan that like got you on her side, though.
Yeah.
I think one of the big changes, like we said, with Eric Balfour not being here, they lost that cohort of Xander, Willow, and whatever Eric Balfour's character's
he
name
left
was.
To do something else.
Well, he gets turned into a vampire in the first episode,
true.
Which is like important.
Yes.
Because in this episode, it's just Xander overhears Giles talking to Buffy.
He's like, oh, here's your steak now. We're Slayers. Whee!
Yeah, and he's just like, let's do this. We're Slayers. Whereas they have a personal reason to be involved in this because one of their friends actually is killed and turned into a vampire.
Yes, and they were an actual friend group.
Yes.
Whereas in this unaired pilot, they were just randos, honestly. I don't think they were ever friends.
Yeah, like they don't seem like they were together.
Yeah.
Because it was almost like, well, if we put them together, why aren't they? I think this is the thing is like they should be boyfriend and girlfriend if there's a one boy and one girl, right?
Right.
And then if we bring in Buffy and he's attracted to her, then there's like a love triangle, which there kind of is, but it's more complicated than that, as I recall.
Right.
Whereas like Willow liked him and he liked Buffy, but like if it was just the two of them, Eric Balfour being in there helps with Xander not being such a gross incel-y loser.
Yeah, yeah.
And it does allow for them to have like an actual like small clique.
Yeah.
Since the show does talk about cliques and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
like the photo club. Geez, how can you tell they're the part of the photo club? Maybe it's because of all of the tripods and cameras everywhere.
Right. Well, and it's like also they talk about like how Xander's like an outsider, but he never acts like an outsider.
Yeah, no, he seems to be friends with everybody.
Yeah, he seems to be kind of involved in every group. He has like enough confidence in himself to approach Buffy and like try to like flirt with her and stuff. Whereas I feel like in the finished version of this, he's more of like a slacker kind of guy, like a mid-90s slacker character.
Right. But not enough to be a part of the skateboarding crew.
Well, they say one of the things I read about the trivia of this is Xander skateboards in the original pilot. It's the only time he ever skates in the actual show ever. Wow. But although he holds a skateboard, so the implication is he's kind of like a skater dude. Okay. And then of course he had Eric. So like that kind of outcast is different from me than being like ostracized. Yeah. Like being a social pariah. In this, he looks like nobody likes him, but he somehow has like this like unearned confidence. Whereas if you're like a skater dude, slacker guy, punk guy, not really punk, but like, you know, when you set apart from like the popular kids, it's almost like self-imposed. Yeah. So that kind of like, I can understand why he has some confidence because it's kind of like, I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. You guys are losers. You guys are too superficial. Yeah. Like, here he seems to want to be a part of those groups and he has the confidence, but he's just not. Yeah, I didn't understand this character at all. Yeah, it was crazy. So, but anyway, so she meets Willow. And what I wanted to say about the actress that plays Willow, and I do not mean any disrespect to her, but the way she was acting was really like everybody else's waves were crashing on a wall. Right. Especially when we talk about Anthony Head's Giles. Yeah. There was something about the natural way he acted. He does such a good job as Giles. Yeah. But when he was acting opposite Willow, it just like felt like you really do see when like actors complain, like, I'm not getting anything back. Right. And it just felt like she was not giving anything back to the other actors. So it was like, if I had been the one watching this back, I too would be like, we need another actress here. Yeah, I don't think she had any chemistry with the rest of them. Yeah, she just had no chemistry with, like, you can see the chemistry with her and Giles. You can see her, you know, even Xander, as problematic as he is, I can see, like, they're bouncing off each other well. The original Willow actress, it was just like, we need to get rid of her. I'm sorry. It's just not working. This isn't working. Yeah. She needed to be with a different crew. Yeah, yeah. And then because this show is about half the length of at least, I still think the original pilot was an hour and a half long.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like this is like a third or more shorter than the actual pilot. Because what the other things that we're missing from this, the Master, Angel isn't here.
No.
So any of that overarching lore is completely gone from this. Also, they don't have enough time for her to develop any relationships with anyone. It's so weird because it's only 25 minutes.
It's just they're suddenly now part of Giles' team, and Giles is like, yeah, this is cool.
Giles is just like, yeah, that's cool. We can bring all these people in, which I feel like...
I feel like there was a bit of a hesitation with that in the pilots and the first season.
I feel like Giles was like,
no, you can't bring everybody in.
You can't endanger
You're
these...
alone here.
Yeah, being a Slayer is to be alone.
Yeah.
And you are endangering these people by letting them into this circle.
Yeah, I feel like that was a big part of season 1.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was like always... And I think that was always Buffy's struggle. Like, part of the reason why she was... The way the show is... The themes of the show is... Part of the reason why she's the most successful Slayer ever is because she does have her group.
Yeah.
But also, I'm endangering these people by having them as a part of my group. Like, they don't have the power I have.
Right.
And I think that, if I recall correctly, and I'm sure there's Buffy heads out there that can correct me, but I feel like that was always a struggle with all the characters.
Right.
And I feel even to the end, because if I'm correct, I feel like that's why Willow gains magical powers at some point, is to get more power. And I feel like even in the later seasons, Xander's big problem is, and it's kind of sexist, is like, I'm the damsel in distress, quote unquote, because I have no powers. I'm not a witch. I'm not a Slayer. I'm just a guy, and I'm the weakest person here.
Right.
Oh, and then he's with that one demon, Anya.
Anya, yeah.
Who is also powerful. So everybody's powerful except for Xander. He struggles with that.
Right.
So so it's weird that they just have one encounter and Xander's like, oh yeah, I heard you guys talking about vampires, so they're real, huh?
Cool.
And she's like, yeah, let's be a part of that together now. And what was weird too is the way Buffy and Willow first interact. Why does she even go and talk to Willow?
Willow
comes to
approaches her.
Yes, that's
to
right.
Tell her about study times.
Right. Yes. I was told to help you acclimate
catch up
to the new school. And then Buffy says, is there something weird about the new librarian? And Willow said, is this true? I don't remember this being in the original pilot. But she says, well, our school does have a very important collection. And so we brought this guy from the British Museum to curate it. I'm like, it's a high school. Who has...
It's a high school on a Hellmouth. What kind of special collection you got there?
That can't be from...
That
had to be changed, right?
I don't know.
On the one hand, I'm like, yeah, I get it why you would have this British museum curator guy as the librarian at this high school. But on the other hand, the excuse is we have a very exclusive and important collection here at Sunnydale High. That's crazy.
The school that's in every TV show.
Yeah. And it's why does everyone know about that? The school that's in every TV show. Oh, and then another crazy thing is, I don't think this is from the original show either.
Okay.
So she's talking to Stephen Tobolowsky, whose whole bit is he can never remember her name.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It's
right.
Buffy. It is a strange name. It's not normal.
It's a lame name.
It's a lame name. I mean, no offense, but whose name?
Take offense.
Take a little bit of offense. Her
okay,
name's Buffy.
Daenerys. God, if I was named Daenerys, I swear I'd be like, no, it's just Dany.
Dany. I'm Dany.
I'm Dany. It's just Dany.
And my parents are nerds.
And my parents are morons.
Are freaky nerds. It's weird because it's her and Xander, and they're identifying the cliques, as you said, and she's like, and again, I don't feel like that was. I feel like there is a scene in the original pilot where he's taking her around the school and pointing out cliques.
Yes,
but I feel like that whole scene was rewritten.
Yeah, it had to have
because it felt a little clunky. Or she's like, the drama kids talk with their big hands.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't remember that. And then she points out the photo club or the photography club because they all have cameras. It's like, good job. And then Willow comes up to them and is like, did you hear? And Buffy, they're like, what? And then Cordelia, for some reason, pops her head around Willow.
She's like, there's the dead body in the girls' locker room.
Which felt really out of character for Cordelia.
Okay, what was insane, let me skip ahead real quick.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I was getting to, yeah.
Buffy goes up to the principal's like, can I see the dead body?
And he's like, sure, of course.
And he gives her free access to see the dead body.
Yeah.
In the locker room.
This does feel like a thing where we need to get Buffy into the dead body. Right? Because Buffy
Someone
has...
just had the principal be like, sure, you into forensics?
It's how...
Instead
of
CSI, I'll just get the 16-year-old.
Like, sometimes you talk about, like, writing is editing and, like, taking things out.
Right.
And I think and it's like, sometimes that really improves work. It's like, if I take out all these things, it'll make everything else stronger.
Right.
But then when you have a show like this, and it's like, we need Buffy to get in there, and we can't think of another way of getting this body to where she needs to be. It has to be in this locker, right? So we need to get her in there. So maybe she just asks the principal, and the principal's like, yeah, cool. I think in the original show, she snuck in.
Yeah, she sneaks in, I want to say, in the aired pilot.
In the aired pilot.
Yeah, I think she actually sneaks in.
But in this, he's just like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Sure, go ahead. And it's so weird. It's just like this, again, I do think this show needs more time for stuff like that. So things make a little bit more sense and are not so truncated. I do know that the original library scene was reshot because it wasn't Joss Whedon. There's two directors for this. And it was the other director, and they felt like she was too, it sounds bad, but they said too emotional in this pilot.
Okay.
And they wanted her more stoic, which I don't know. I don't think, honestly, I don't think the scene worked very well here. And I was trying to think, I'm like, well, that's weird to be like, she's too emotional. Because again, it feels very misogynistic.
Yeah.
Like, Buffy's too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm like, I guess what you're going for is like, she's seen some shit at this point, and this doesn't faze her as much. She's like blocking herself off from emotions. But it feels like a big jump. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that scene was reshot. So the weird thing is about this show, because again, it's only 20 minutes long. It's not very long. It starts off, like we said, with Julie Benz and the guy in the drama. Like, there's like Chekhov's trap door in this episode.
I can't believe she didn't hide the body there. I thought that was the whole point of the trap door.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the easy dumping.
Why would she drag it to
the girls' locker room?
Where someone's got the girls' locker room. Like, why? Like, Julie Benz is like, well, I can't go in the boys' locker room.
That's for boys.
That's for boys.
I'm a vampire. I respect gender laws.
Those are for impenied people. I think I just coined a phrase, impenied.
I like that word, impenied.
Impenied humans. So, yeah, like, why would she move it? Just leave it in the trap door.
Yeah.
And then, if anything, honestly, just drop him down, break his neck, right?
Yeah.
Eat him, break it. Well, I mean, does she want him to become a vampire?
No. She's just feasting.
Does he become a vampire?
No.
Okay, right.
Not in this unaired pilot.
Right. I'm trying to remember, like, what the rules of vampire changing were in... I think it is sucking and sucking, because I think Buffy has a line in one of the episodes. She's like, you have to suck their blood, and they have to suck your blood. And she's like, there's a whole bunch of sucking going on. Like, I feel like in one of the episodes. So I think it's like one of those things where, like, they bite you, then you have to bite them.
Okay.
And that's how otherwise you just die.
Right.
But if that's the case, if she's not turning him into a vampire, then
drop
drop him down the trap door and be like,
because he's going to be found anyway.
And be like, and anyone finds him, like, he broke his neck falling down this trap door. He was trespassing. He fell into this trap door and he died.
Yeah.
Instead, she drags him to the girls' locker room and
stuffs his body in a locker that's being used.
And
it's kind of like, okay, so you wanted him to be found.
Yes. Why?
Why?
Because they don't know that she's the Slayer, because she announces herself. She's like, I'm the Slayer.
Yeah. At
one point in the show. And they're like, oh my God, the Slayer. So it's like, it's not like they were doing it to draw her out.
No.
Or anything like that.
They were hiding a body for what reason?
Yeah. Just to sow fear.
And they weren't hiding it well.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they were doing.
It's just, It's crazy, guys. It's just really bad writing all around.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so she wins at the end. And like you said, it's like weirdly Xander and Willow had no relationship in the aired pilot, and in this one, their relationship is because of the shenanigans.
Yeah.
I guess they're sort of friends though, because they go to the bronze, and when Buffy runs into Xander, she's like, is Willow going to be
Well,
here?
Xander seems to know where everybody is at all times.
Yeah, he's just like almost a Zach Morrissey, creepy Zach Morrissey kind of guy who just like knows stuff. And like, again, that kind of doesn't help his whole slimy vibe.
He seems like a peeper.
Yeah.
He's a perv.
He's a little bit too in everybody's business.
Yeah.
And not to speak ill of the dead, because we should say he died recently. Nicholas Brandon just died, I think, 2 or 3 months ago. And as of recording this, Anthony Head Giles died, I think, last week.
That sucks.
Which is sad, because I think he's a great actor. He was great in Merlin.
Yeah.
He was great in Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, love to hate him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think he was a great Giles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But they're at the end of the show. They're gathered in the quad, and Giles is lecturing her in front of Xander and Willow because he's just accepted that they're a part of the crew at this point. And then Buffy says the final line of the show: "Relax, the world is in beauty hands."
Yep. Beauty hands.
And you and I are like, what the does that mean? The world is in beauty hands?
The world is in beauty hands.
And this made me think of, there is currently an AI country song that's being like kind of gone viral. Obviously not because it's good.
Right.
But like.
Because it's in beauty hands?
Because there's a line in it where he says, "Climb tree." And like. And the thing that I saw, the reason why this was brought to my attention, is like climb tree. Singular. The people making fun of it or talking about this video were referring to there's a Bo Burnham, I want to say his name. You know who I'm talking about. Who does a mock country song and like how easy it is to write. And like the whole thing is he has an acoustic guitar and he just says like pickup truck, cold beer, America, you know, like like nothing makes it. It's just nonsense words. It's not a real song. It's just like you just have to like touch on these subjects, and like climb tree is just like the guy being like, I just want to walk my dog or feed my dog.
Feed my dog. Well, then feed your dog.
Feed your dog.
Jesus Christ, nobody's stopping you. Oh, did we ever update our listeners on the dog situation next door?
No, we should though. That's right. We have a couple of things. I mean, like just to
I think we're done with Buffy.
I think we're done with Buffy. There wasn't really. It was interesting. We'll just wrap it up. It was interesting in watching how radically certain changes can improve something.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything away from Buffy. Like. Or if it means something to you or whatever. But it was amazing how simple things like an actor can change a complete vibe. How the length of a show makes a difference. Like, this isn't a 30-minute show. It has to be 45 minutes in order to be able to be a decent show.
Right.
And how getting other writers and other directors in. This can be your idea, but we need these people to write it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just kind of interesting in that sense. But yes, let's talk about the neighbors' dogs.
Yeah. So a few months ago, we started talking about how one of our neighbors had gotten a dog and they just tied it outside.
Yes.
And it tried getting under our fence. It completely wrecked the fence that separates our house from our neighbors.
It was constantly trying to get in.
Yeah. And at one point, it did manage to get its nose in there. And I saw a paw print in our backyard.
I think it got in.
And I think it got into our backyard.
Yeah.
Fucking dogs, man. I hate them.
I think it got in, and then they had to come into our yard and get their dog.
Yeah. And I guess somehow it got off its tied rope or something
Yeah.
because it had dug rivulets around their tree that
Yep.
it kept it tied to.
Mm-hmm.
And this dog would bark incessantly,
Yeah.
nonstop,
Mm-hmm.
all hours of the day.
All hours
It
of
was
the day.
driving me effing crazy. And more than that, it was clearly bad for the dog.
Well,
This dog needed a lot of attention
Yeah.
because it was traumatized or something.
yeah.
You know, it actually needed real care.
It wasn't a puppy, so obviously it was a grown dog when they got it, which tells me it was probably a shelter dog or
Right.
something like that. Like
And
it was a rescue.
it needed real help. And unfortunately, their kids would not help the situation.
No.
Because, like, their kids got into our house one day
Yeah.
and started stealing all of our stuff, and the
Yeah.
stuff that they weren't allowed to take, they would throw at the windows.
Yeah.
And cause a scene. And, like, the parent of the kids, like, one of them refused to let go of our stair banister.
Yeah.
And he was trying to, like, drag the kid away.
Yeah.
And then the other one just started throwing things at him. And I'm like, okay, they're doing that to the dog, too.
Yeah.
Like, this is a very bad, traumatizing situation. And, of course, that family was never allowed anywhere near our house again.
Like you like if you already have kids like that,
Yeah.
you don't bring a
crazy dog.
into a crazy dog into that situation.
Yeah, you don't bring in a dog that's already traumatized.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't bring in animals, period.
Period. Yeah.
You can't handle your kids.
Yeah.
What makes you think you can handle a dog?
And like we should say also, just kind of taking it way back, we first saw the dog before Christmas. It was December.
Yeah.
And we were driving out of the neighborhood. I think we were taking the kids to school, and we saw our neighbor walking this dog, and it was rainy and cold, and he looked miserable.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, man.
That's probably when they decided to kick the dog outside.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man. I mean, like, it's one of the reasons. I mean, I'm not trying to be heartless, guys. It's one of the reasons why I do not want a dog.
Yeah.
Because I know that I will be, or you.
You.
Probably me. If that dog needs to go outside when it's rainy or snowy or cold in the middle of the night, I'm going to be the one to do it.
Yep.
And like we have kids and like whatever, but like, you know what I mean? And you could see that on his face when he was walking that dog.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, this was a fucking mistake.
Yeah.
Because my kids aren't doing it.
Mm-mm.
And
this is way more work because dogs need work.
And like, especially
they need
like
attention, they need care. They're just like children. You cannot just leash them and throw them in the backyard.
Yeah, this is like a mid-sized dog too that needs to run.
Yeah, it needs.
And
exercise.
they are not athletic people.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So no, just to make a long story short, suddenly there was no more dog barking.
Part of the reason I changed offices in our house because where I was, the dog would start barking. And if I'm like recording or we're, I mean, I'm sure there's dog barking in some of our podcast episodes that we just couldn't get rid of. It was just like,
we had to move you into the central part of our house.
And like, as soon as we did, the dog was gone. It was so funny.
Yeah, they got rid of the dog.
but yeah, I had to move my office to a different room because it was like the dog was slowing down my work because I would have to wait for the dog to shut up and like blah, 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 blah.
And it would bark incessantly for minutes at a time.
Yeah. And it's frustrating, especially when you do something like I do, like a narrating thing where you kind of get into like a zone and, you know,
But yeah, one day I was just watching or maybe playing a game. I don't remember, but I was like, I don't hear a dog. And it was just all of a sudden.
It dawned on
me. I haven't heard a dog.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you're right. And like, I do think, and this could be a made up memory. I feel like I heard that dog yelp once.
Okay.
I don't think they hit it. I don't think it got hit by a car. Maybe. I don't know. And I feel like asking, but I know I can't. I feel like what might have happened is they have like 4 kids.
Yeah.
And they
can't control any of them.
And they can't control any of them. Some of them are quite young. Yeah. They have a trampoline in the backyard next to where the dog was tied up.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe the dog, because it's rambunctious, took a nip at one of the kids.
I think maybe it did because these kids, like I said, they're violent. They throw things when they don't get their way, when they're angry. And I remember the dad always being like, okay, time to come in, from the trampoline.
Can't control it.
And these kids would refuse. And it would become this whole big thing.
Yeah.
And so I bet the dog started getting on one of these kids' nerves and it like threw something at it and the dog bit back.
Yeah, and then I think maybe the yip was maybe the dad pulling the dog away, like roughly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, don't touch my
kid. I mean, like, I'm not saying bad situation all around.
Yeah, like I mean, like I gotta remove this dog from my child or whatever. Mm-hmm. That was it. That's the last time I remember hearing that dog at all. And so I'm like, oh, I wonder if it took a bite at one of the kids, and it was like, you know what? This dog is outside all the time. Nobody is like taking care of it.
Yeah. We're getting rid of the dog.
It took a bite, a nip at my kid. Mm-hmm. I'm getting rid of the dog.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
I don't think because I don't even care about the dog. I mean, it's really sad though. I mean, like, because like I think you and I at one point were like, we should take that dog.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna take that dog, and I don't like dogs.
I don't want a dog.
I mean, I think it's well established on this show that I don't want a dog, and that I'm not a big fan of dogs.
But I don't want to see a dog abused either.
Yeah, I'm not like woohoo, cheer on the abuse.
Yeah,
no, I will take it out of the situation.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Because, I got really close to a point where I was like, I think we should call somebody.
Yeah, no, we talked about it about like, and then I mean that was my other thing. I was like, I wonder if someone eventually did call someone on them.
Yeah, but now we've learned that even if you do call protective services for animals, they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, so
there you go, guys. Even if you do tell them that they're abusing animals, nothing's going to be done.
Right.
Nothing's going to be done. Yeah. Just so you know.
Basically, I recognize that I just said I don't want a dog, and that's true. I do not want a dog because I don't want to have to deal with it. But I was at the point where I was like, I will take that dog because I feel bad for that dog.
Yeah, I will treat it much better than you, obviously.
Even with my apathy to owning a dog, I would be a better owner for that dog than you are.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, that's the dog story. Really quick, before we go, we should talk about Widow's Bay.
I love Widow's Bay.
I'm not going to go too deep into plot details.
We're fully caught up on it.
One episode left of the season. Comes out Wednesday. Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. I think it's so funny because it's our son loves it. Mm-hmm. Our eldest son really likes it. And one of his if not his favorite movie of all time is the all-women Ghostbusters movie. Yeah. He's loved it since he was a little boy.
He thought I was the main character
because her name was Erin. Yeah. And even when we went whitewater rafting the other day, I had I had never removed it. I had downloaded it on his iPad and he was watching it. And I was like, "Oh, you're watching Ghostbusters?" He's like, "Yeah, it's my vacation movie." Like every time he goes on vacation, he watches Ghostbusters. It's just his thing. And what's cool is that Katie Dippold wrote that movie, and Katie Dippold created Widow's Bay, and it's his favorite. So it's like, it's really cool without knowing, because he doesn't know that.
No.
He has subconsciously,
he has a writing style that he loves.
He has clicked with a writer, and, honestly, when I watch Widow's Bay, I'm like, I can see the Ghostbusters in it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the direction is different, because it's not Paul Feige or whatever, but the bones of it is there, of a kind of horror comedy. And I watched this and I'm like, I almost am like, had they done a sequel, would this have been it? On an island off of New York or something like that? Was this kind of where it would have gone? Because it definitely seems like her genre too is a funny
horror.
And it's not funny
I don't know. I was laughing.
I mean,
I was laughing hard throughout a lot of it.
It's a very specific type of funny.
She sits on your face. Yeah, okay, I'm out of here. I love how Jake came up to us with that, and he goes, "She sits on your face? Gross."
What is that about?
What's that mean?
And I'm like,
He's like, that was so gross and scary.
I'm going to need you to go ask the singer of Sublime.
Gross.
But there's a lot of just really my favorite line of the whole show is kind of a throwaway line. It's in one of the first episodes, and it's the museum curator woman, And she's like, and this is from the witch burnings. We caught them.
And we burned them. We're proud of it.
Just so funny.
We caught them and burned them.
We're proud of it.
We're proud of it.
So I highly recommend Widow's Bay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you ever wanted to know exactly what my style is, it's that.
Yeah. And it doesn't have the problematicness of a Buffy.
It doesn't.
Like, I can see people watching Widow's Bay 20 years from now, and there's nothing about it that's going to be like...
Yikes.
Yeah, like, I don't feel like anything about it's going to be a big yikes.
Yeah.
Buffy, obviously, it was very successful for many years. Mm-hmm. And as we talked about here, but also I know in the show as well, there are a lot of problematic things in Buffy.
Oh, yeah.
Not just...
Yeah, I have an entire list of problematic things in Buffy.
Yeah, and we tried to avoid that with our discussion today.
Yeah.
But again, Buffy is like one of those things where it's like, you can't deny that there were some good things that came out of it, but also you have to realize that the person who made it was kind of a monster.
Well, sort of like J.K. Rowling. There is a lot of good that came out of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You had more people reading.
Yeah.
You had more people connecting. And that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
It's just, she was an anti-feminist.
Yeah.
She still is. And, now she's anti-trans.
Yeah.
She's always hated women, and she hates anyone who wants to be a woman. She considers that disgusting.
Yeah.
So she's always had problems.
Yeah. And when you read Harry Potter, look for the anti-feminist slant to it. It's in there.
She hates women.
She says.
And she's very clear about how much she hates women in these Harry Potter books.
Yeah.
Very fucking clear.
Yeah. And if you've never noticed it before, sorry to ruin it for you, but look for it. It's there.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
You cannot unsee it.
You cannot unsee it. Just like that pose I had to put on a cover that the author chose.
Yeah.
He looks like he's grabbing his crotch, lady.
And once you see it...
And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I was like, so I put the title there in order to cover his hand crotch grab.
Right, like he's like adjusting his balls or something.
Oh my God, it looks like he's just grabbing his crotch.
Oh my God.
Oh, it looks awful. And I was like, please no, please get a different pose. And she's like, just cover it. Oh my God, you're a fucking moron. Oh my God, he's grabbing his goddamn crotch. Okay.
Okay. I feel like Widow's Bay will definitely age better than something like Buffy.
100%.
Buffy was so much a product of its time.
Yeah.
And, there are, like you said, like Buffy, like Harry Potter, you can't deny some of the positive things that came out of it.
Yeah.
And I think Buffy is the same way.
I agree.
If you do not know anything about Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
And you were to watch Buffy.
Back in the 90s.
Well, and this goes back to like something I saw the other day. It was a teacher who was talking about kids these days. Somehow I'm on the teachers bitching algorithm, which is fine because I feel bad for teachers and I support teachers. Yeah. But like one guy was like, it's not even apathy. He's like, apathy is at least an emotion. These kids just have a complete disconnect. They just do not care at all. They just see no point. But like a big thing that's going on right now is like kids are taking, probably not just kids, honestly, because I see it with other things too. They're taking old media or old literature and judging it by today's standards.
That's insane.
So they're looking at something like Charlotte Bronte and they're like, this is so unfeminist. This is like whatever. I can't, Jane Eyre. And they're like, oh, this is horrible. And she's like, you can't judge it by today's standards. You have to judge it by the standards of when it was written.
Yeah.
And when it was written, this was hugely progressive.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have the freedoms you have now had not authors written stuff like that to open people's minds to...
Exactly.
You can't expect people to switch on and off their whole ethics and morals and whatever on a dime. It takes small steps.
Right.
So I feel like in that regard, Buffy did a good job.
Yeah, 100%.
It like I said, it was a actual better depiction of what you would call a strong female character.
Yeah.
She was allowed to be feminine.
Yeah.
She was allowed to make mistakes. She was allowed to be goofy.
Yeah.
Like she was allowed to do a lot of stuff, and I think that's good. And unfortunately, we lost a lot of that stuff post Buffy.
Yeah.
But, like, you really do have to divorce yourself from the creator of it and everything like that. Yeah, so
and
I think...
just see it as a stepping stone.
And see it as a stepping stone. I don't think you can watch Buffy today knowing that and watch it the same way.
Yeah.
Like, had I not known... I mean, like, the Xander stuff was very problematic, and I think we still would have been like, oh, God. Just like you would with any show of that era. But, like, then with the hindsight knowledge of who Joss Whedon revealed himself to be, that makes those moments way more like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is gross.
Yeah, it's sort of like how I judge Bloodlines more harshly than I would judge a sitcom from the 50s.
Yeah. Yes.
The time periods change how you should judge things.
Exactly.
Because this was more what it was then. And it was disgusting and bad.
Yeah.
And they made it even worse because it was progressing.
Right.
And then they stopped the progress because of fucking Hollywood. I don't care how progressive they think they are.
No.
They fucking ruined women's lib for a very long time.
Yeah.
And so that's why I would judge Bloodlines more, because that's only from 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, lots changed in 13 years.
Yes.
A lot has changed in 13 years. But I'm still going to judge it more harshly than I would judge something from the 80s, than I would judge something from the 50s, and I would judge something from the late 1800s.
It makes me think of like Assignment Mexico.
Yeah.
That was hugely progressive.
Oh
for
my
the time.
God, it was.
She was a very feminine woman, but she was allowed to lead her own show.
Yep, she ran her own company.
She ran her own company. She was in a multicultural relationship.
Yep, she was a spy. She could have romance.
Now, at the end of the show, does the man have to come in and like rescue her? Kind of, yeah. But I mean, but
she also said she's not a violent person.
Yeah.
She's just the spy. She's just passing on the information.
But that gives her so much more of a dimension in an actual character that it's like, that's a strong woman. So I see that like, that's the stepping stone that gets it. Okay, now that we've started here, we can go further now.
Yeah.
Like, you have to push it forward a little bit. So I don't want to like totally disregard Buffy. But one last thing is another problematic person that I'm bringing up. But like, Ted Danson was talking about the Cosby Show recently. Yeah. And like, he brought it up and everybody booed it. And he's like, no.
No.
He's like, you have to understand, like, he is a monster. He was like, he is a monster.
He's a monster.
No doubt. And like Ted Danson said that. I think he used those words. But he's like, it was a positive depiction of an African-American family in the 80s when that was not happening.
You know, I have to admit, I loved this show growing up.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm not ever going to deny that. I didn't know he was going around doing this.
Of course not.
Nobody knew, unless it was his victims.
I mean, his victims knew, obviously, but they didn't have any recourse to do anything about it.
Exactly. But for the rest of us, this was a great show.
Yeah.
And this one fucker ruined the show for the rest of the actors involved, ruined it for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Ruined the positive depiction of a black family.
Yeah.
He ruined
everything. Yeah. It was the first time there was a black family whose parents were professional. Like, he was a doctor and I think she was a psychiatrist or something like that. They weren't just like a poor family or something like that. Like, they were like, it was a very positive depiction of an African-American family, which was not happening. Yeah. And that opened the door for other shows to come forward that
Family Matters, f***ing love it.
Family Matters, Living Single, all those shows that came out after it. A Different World. Yeah. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yep.
All those things could not have been there were it not for the success of The Cosby Show.
Yeah, I agree.
And now that one I find a little bit more... I think if I were to revisit either show, I'm more likely to revisit Buffy than that. And that is because he is an actual actor on the show, and I find that hard to watch.
Yeah, I agree. I will never watch reruns of that.
No.
Which sucks for the actors that were involved because they're never getting royalties.
They're not getting residuals. Their whole thing got...
He ruined everyone's life.
He ruined a ton of people's lives.
Yeah.
I mean, not just his victims.
Not just his victims, but everyone involved with the Cosby Show or Jell-O.
Yeah. Yeah. Jell-O.
I mean, anything he was with.
Anything he touched. He did a bunch of children's stuff, like Fat Albert, all that stuff.
Jesus Christ.
it would be easier for me to watch Buffy or Angel because Joss Whedon's not an actor in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that he's not the sole writer, director, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I can see, it's easier for me to be like, there are other people involved in it. Now, do I want to? Honestly, Xander really turned me off.
Yeah, I was like, I'm never revisiting this.
Because, like, even though I think he is better, I think he was toned down, I still remember, like you said, there's a lot of problematic stuff in it that I'm like, I don't know that I want to visit.
Yeah.
Watching this, I was like, oh, yeah, some of this was good, but I'm also like, I don't know that I want to go back to it either.
I agree.
So
I agree.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. Anyway, I would say watch for sure Widow's Bay if you have
100%.
Apple TV.
It's really good.
You know, if we got anything wrong about Buffy, let us know. But I think we covered it. I think we got most of it.
I don't care if we got it wrong. I'm never going back
I'm
to
not going
rewatch
back.
it.
I'm not going back to that.
No, thank you.
It was just I honestly think this episode was a interesting one just to see how much casting and writing
Yeah.
and pacing
And pacing, yeah.
of a show really does make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good study, honestly.
Honestly, like you really could take this to like a film or TV writing class and show them back to back and show like how important these elements are in making something not work to work.
Yeah, 100%.
You like I always say, like, there's no bad ideas. I don't think there's anything that's bad. That's what I always say about like bad movies and stuff like that. I'm like, don't remake the good ones. Don't remake West Side Story.
No.
Remake this like movie that had good bones, but like just was done bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
like that's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Because like,
don't ever remake The Mummy, you bitches.
well, they did.
No, I mean my Brendan Fraser Mummy.
Oh, like actually do like
don't ever touch that.
like recast them.
I will burn down your studio.
I will kill you.
I will burn it down.
She will burn it down.
I will burn all the copies of this remake.
Yeah.
I will burn it down.
And we still need to see He-Man. I
want to see He-Man really
Unfortunately,
bad.
I think it's flopping, but it's just like, I mean, I think it's flopping in a modern sense of the word flop, where it's made plenty of money, but just like not the money the studio was hoping. I'm like, it's also a very niche. Like,
yeah, it's He-Man.
My kids have no relationship to He-Man.
No.
The only people who...
You're trying to sell it to people in their 40s.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the people who have any kind of nostalgia for it are in their 40s.
They're old as
Yeah, don't expect children to want to go see this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep thinking about that with like superhero shows, movies too. I'm like, you're marketing this to like 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird to me because like, as much as people like love to say how Paul Rudd hasn't aged, I'm seeing it now.
Oh yeah.
He has aged a lot actually, and it's weird because I'm like, all these superheroes, so you're doing like whatever is Doomsday or whatever. I'm like, all these people were like, Mark Ruffalo's like almost 60, and he's like the Hulk. I'm like, the superheroes need to be young and vital. I mean, like, I'm not saying they're not healthy. I'm just saying it's weird because you need your superhero.
But they can't because they're not marketing it to young people.
They're marketing it to adults.
Yeah,
so
to
it's like,
middle-aged people. They're not marketing it to younger adults or even adults in their 30s. No. It's 40 and over.
Like, the problem is they always are like the X-Men, or like people when they're casting X-Men, are always like, well, the X-Men should be like in their 30s or 40s. I'm like, no, the thing is, when you're first reading an X-Men comic, you're like 11. So 25, 22, 25 seems old. They're an adult.
That's old as hell.
That's an adult.
Yeah.
So they seem older. So the superheroes always need to seem a little older than the target audience.
Right.
Which is why we now have the target audience now is like in their 30s and 40s. So like all the heroes are like in their 40s and 50s, and it's weird. Like, no, they have to be younger. They have to be, guys. I'm sorry. Like, Bruce Wayne, I know you want
they tried it with X-Men New Class. They were like, hey, here's the 16-year-olds.
And it didn't work.
And it didn't work because it was like, no young people are watching this.
Yeah.
It's just olds.
It's old, and we don't want to see superheroes that are younger than us.
Because we're past our prime.
We're past our prime. I want to imagine I could be a superhero, so I have to have time to get to that level. It's crazy, guys. You got to recast. But it's also like when people are like, Bruce Wayne, he's got to be like older and more mature. And I'm like, yeah, like 35.
Or like 23 because that's when you're still dumb and can be forgiven.
Yeah, like...
Because I'm sorry, if you reach a certain part and you're
Yeah.
still doing stupid vigilante shit
Yeah,
because you like bats and you're traumatized,
yeah.
get some fucking therapy, you moron. You're an adult now.
What's his name? Alfred needs to get him therapy. Like, an intervention needs to be a help.
But, like, he can be 23 and dumb.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you're still young.
Yeah.
You're still dumb.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine and totally acceptable.
Yeah.
You learn that you need therapy later on. But they're putting him at an age when people now realize they need therapy.
Yeah.
And it's like, but he doesn't.
Yeah. What is crazy? Yeah. It's wild to me. It's not to get back onto Batman again, but I was thinking more about Batman after we talked about Batman last week. And it's like, yeah, again, like we said about X-Men, like when you're 11 or 12, a 20-something-year-old looks old.
Yeah.
So when you look at like Batman and Robin, yeah, Robin is at most like 15, but he's like 30. And, like, that seems like an adult. At oldest, he's 30. He's probably younger than that, like 28, 27. Again, that feels like an adult to a kid, but it's like when you're that age, you're like, I'm still young, you know? And I'm stupid. But, like, what the thought that, like, killed me, too, and it goes into the therapy of it all for Bruce Wayne, is, like, the women who want to fuck him.
I don't get it.
And I was, like, trying to put myself, and, like, I'm like, okay, if I'm a Catwoman, maybe I'm into it because I'm a little crazy too. I am a cat burglar who decided, and I'm also going to dress like a cat. Like,
and I'm going to eat bats.
Yeah, or what? Yeah, whatever. Like, okay, I get they have their own mental health thing, and it's beautiful and chaotic and great. But like when normal women, are like, Batman's so sexy. I'm like, that man is crazy.
That man's crazy.
You cannot be attracted to that man.
Clearly written by a man.
Yeah.
Clearly written by a man.
How sexy that man who isn't a full adult who dresses up like a bat. Like, that's, no. And like, I'm talking about like, okay, Catwoman, whatever. Right. But like, say like a Zatanna.
Or like a journalist.
I'm giving Zatanna because she's like a superhero adjacent character. But I'm like, she's magical, but she's not like a weirdo. Okay. You know, like she learned magic.
Okay.
I feel like as a person, that doesn't make you, I want to dress up like an animal and fight crime. You know what I mean? Like, she just knows magic. So like, if she's attracted to him, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's weird.
That's weird.
You have a problem. He has a problem, and you have a problem.
All superheroes need therapy. All of them.
All of them.
Especially the villains.
Well, yeah.
Don't just throw them in a creepy ass asylum. What the f*** is wrong with you?
Let's put them all in one place where they can talk to each other and plot.
In a really dilapidated building. Yeah. This is gonna fix them.
Well, and you know what, Bruce? Maybe with those billions of dollars, you can spruce the old place up. Spruce it, Bruce.
He won't be able to be a trillionaire then.
Yeah, exactly. He's working on getting to be a trillionaire. He's causing his own problems. Yeah. You can donate a little bit to Arkham Asylum to get some new shingles on the roof.
Yeah, at least some new shingles and maybe some food.
Yeah. Has there been somebody who knows more about Batman than I do? I know we need to wrap it up. Does he help fund Arkham Asylum at all?
No, I think he just cuts ribbons.
He just likes to, like, beat them up, throw them in there, wait for them to escape. Beat
them up and throw them in there again.
He's like, I don't want to fix it too much because then they won't get out and then I'll have nothing to do.
Yeah, and then, I'll have to hit women I'm not afraid of.
Thanks, Xander. I'll hit you. But I have to be...
But only if I'm not scared of you.
I'm not intimidated by you. Craziest line ever. Anyway, we'll leave you with that note. We'll see you next week for whatever we watch. Don't watch Buffy.
This was wild.
This was
fun.
This was fun. I love you, and I love all of our listeners.
Yeah. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
You probably got that thing like when you burp and you got that vomity taste in your mouth. I just want you to know that we're all here for you. If there's anything that you need.
Can I look at the body?